So, I gave AI one prompt to plan an entire day in a city I barely know. No edits, no second chances. Whatever it says I do, I do. AI companies keep telling us all the time that AI can plan your travels. So I'm here in Ho Chi Minh. I've been here one time before, and let's put it to a test. So the rules are simple. I asked Claude, an AI agent, to plan my entire day. There are 3 restrictions we're going to deal with. The first one is no seafood, because I don't eat seafood. No weird food, because I don't eat weird food. And no war museum, because I've already done that before. Other than that, whatever it says I should go, I will go.
All right, and we have a plan. This is what it came up with. So,
here's the play-by-play. Everything is walkable except 2 short grab rides. 7:30 a.m. Breakfast. Pho Vietnam. Order the stone bowl pho bo, beef. Get the fried dough sticks, key, on the side to dip into the broth.
Eating noodles at 8:30 a.m. At this place is actually pretty busy for 8:30, so I think it's actually quite a common thing to do, to eat noodles at this time. So it's 8:45. We have around 30 minutes to finish this and then go to the next station, which is the Independence Palace. Thank you. Man, I don't know about that breakfast. Like, my stomach feels really heavy, and just walking around in this heat with like my stomach full of noodle soup. It's not the best way to start a day.
8:30 a.m. Independence Palace, 5-min walk. Get there right at opening to beat the tour groups that roll in around 10. The basement war command bunker, with original radio equipment and maps, is the highlight.
The reason why Claude put this so early is it said that most tour groups arrive at 10. So it really wanted me to come here before 10 so I can cut that and be here before all of the other groups arrive. That makes sense. Still see a lot of people here though. Oh yeah, it looks nice, but it's just another room. And there's a lot of rooms in this building. A lot of rooms. There's not so much structure here. You're kind of just in the building and roam around. I don't know, I think it's not for me. I feel like it's mostly just looking at the rooms and say like, oh, this is the room where this happened, and this is the room where this happened, or this is the room where they welcome these kind of people. And I think that's not so interesting for me. It's also not so fun to constantly weasel around other bigger tour groups. I think that's just not my kind of style of traveling. So this one I would give a maybe, I don't know, maybe like a 2 out of 5.
9:45 a.m. Notre Dame Cathedral, plus Central Post Office, under renovation scaffolding. So it's a quick photo.
And here now in the background we have the beautiful Notre Dame of Ho Chi Minh. But Claude already mentioned that this one is under construction, so it just said, well, this is just a very quick picture. And instead,
walk next door to the Central Post Office. This is the real stop. Stunning French colonial interior with vaulted ceilings and original tile work.
Okay, so Claude said, send a postcard if you want, or just soak it in for 10 minutes. I think just soaking it in for 10 minutes sounds like my kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to send a postcard, but it looks nice. Okay, post office and Notre Dame Church. I know, maybe a 2 to 3 out of 5. And now what do we have next on the list? Now we have
10:15 a.m. Tonkin Specialty Coffee, 3-min walk south.
So check this out. It says it's a 3-minute walk south, but now when I check at Google Maps, it's actually 11 minutes. Claude is not very good with estimating how long something takes. But hey, now we're getting coffee, and this is much more up my alley, so I'm actually really looking forward to that.
Order the Café Trung egg coffee. It's a thick custard-like foam over strong Vietnamese drip coffee.
Okay, next item in the list is specialty coffee. I think this is the one that they were recommending, the egg coffee, and then the second one was this one, the salt cream coffee. I kind of feel the salt cream coffee more than the egg coffee, but Claude said I should take the egg coffee. Check this out. Yeah, it really tastes more like a custard pudding kind of. over coffee. I think more custard pudding like. Not bad. Okay, not bad. So told me if you want to add the salted coffee, cafe moi, and that's exactly what I just did. So I got a second one here because this one here was a little bit too small. So, second coffee. The specialty coffee so far was really, really good. I think so far this was my favorite location, even though it was not really sightseeing, it was just like coffee. But I think that was very nice, and I give this one a 4 or 5 out of 5. So far, the best stop. And now, let's go to the next one.
11 a.m. Cafe Apartments Plus and Wen Hu Walking Street. An old residential tower where every apartment has been converted into a tiny themed cafe or boutique.
Okay, now I know what Claude meant with like each apartment, it's its own little cafe. As you can see, like all of them have like different signs.
Take the elevator to the 9th floor, 3000 VND. Don't buy anything here, just explore.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the advice from Claude and not go into one specific place and just see if I can roam around between the different stores. The only thing we can do without going in is we can look at the doors from outside. We can look like, oh, there's another cafe. Or like, oh, there's another cafe. If you don't actually go anywhere in, I think there's not really much to see here. So I think, I mean, I kind of do want to go in somewhere, but I feel like if I drink a coffee at every of these stores, I'm gonna get like caffeine poisoning or something. How about that? Let's how about we check this one out. So, coffee apartments done. This one I would also give a maybe a 3 out of 5. I think going actually into one of the cafes is quite nice, and there's a really nice view. So just chilling there and like looking at the street, I really liked. But I think all of the rest, like you can't really go anywhere else except like maybe one place, unless you wanna keep buying drinks at like literally every single place. And I think that's
11:45 a.m. Lunch. Bung Thit Nong Cha Jo, sidewalk joint right across from Saigon Square. Sit on tiny plastic stools. Order the namesake dish. Bung Thit Nong Cha Jo, charcoal grilled pork, and crispy fried spring rolls over cold rice vermicelli with fresh herbs.
okay. So I literally just sat down here and I didn't order anything, and they just brought me this bowl here. I'm guessing maybe that's the only thing they have, and that's what they give to everyone. They have some rolls here, some rice, some meat, and some sauce. Looks like chili sauce. Okay, let's give it a try. At least the spring rolls were really nice, the rolls. Wow. Okay, I was a bit skeptical about like everything being kind of on the street. Didn't have so much great experience with like street-ish food, but this one's actually really good. That's very nice. But this might be like one of the best things I've eaten in Ho Chi Minh. I'm not exaggerating. It was really nice. And I also really love the rolls. These like crispy pork rolls. They're just really good. I think I would even come back here. Okay, so for the rating, I think this is definitely a 4 to 5 out of 5. Food is really good. Price is okay. The vibe is very, very unique and very different from what I would usually do. So this is really good. This is definitely at the top of things we did today. High recommendation. Very, very nice.
12:30 p.m. Ben Thanh Market, 2 min walk. Quick 20-30 min walk through. Don't buy clothes or souvenirs here. Tourist markup is brutal.
Ben Thanh Market, yeah, it's not my first time here actually. I've been inside before, but it's not for me. It's like too crowded, too hot. You keep bumping into sweaty people. Everything is really expensive. You need to haggle with everyone. Everyone tries to sell you something. I mean, it's a market, right? That's kind of like what you expect when you go to a market. So I think if you have like something to buy or something you want to buy, I think it's probably okay. But if you're just browsing around, like, I don't know, it's not for me. It's also really hot today. So 3 out of 5.
1:30 p.m. Jade Emperor Pagoda. Grab bike, 10 min, 115k VN. This is the most atmospheric temple in the city. Free entry. Cover shoulders, knees.
At least so far, this sounds like my kind of thing. Okay, we're done with the temple. This one, the Jade Emperor Pagoda, I would give a maybe 3.5 to 4 out of 5. I think it's very nice, it's very beautiful. If you're into temples and things like this, I think this is a really nice location, but it's also very, very small. So I think if you arrive here and you go in and out within 10 minutes, you're kind of done with everything. But as someone who really likes temples, I think it was really nice and I enjoyed it. So 3.5 to 4 out of 5, I think that's fair.
2:30 p.m. Snack. Bánh Mì Huỳnh Hoa.
The next destination that Claude suggested is food again. So it wants us to get a snack, a Bánh Mì, and I think we're gonna skip on that one for now, since we just had lunch.
3:15 p.m. Coffee. La Caf Coffee Bar. Proper specialty coffee, not tourist trap egg coffee.
I think it's kind of funny that it mentions tourist trap egg coffee, because literally one of the first things we did today was get egg coffee because Claude suggested us to get egg coffee. Is it implying that we basically had tourist trap egg coffee to start this entire thing, or?
Try the Café Moi, salted coffee, or an iced pour over of their house blend.
Okay, this one on left?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you. First floor. Okay, so they said the first floor. Very traditional Vietnamese apartment building.
Information we use for your coffee. Enjoy. This is a black coffee foam, so mix it and then enjoy it.
Thank you. I think this is the third coffee of the day, but yeah, pretty good. But I think after this I'm done with coffee for today. This was a bit too much coffee. This one I'm giving a, let's say a 3 out of 5. I think the coffee was good, but maybe it's also because I already had too much coffee today. But I think it was like very small, like a bit quiet. I think if you're into that, then I think it's super nice, but for me, not so much my style. I don't know, I'm now in this weird zone where on one side I feel like pretty tired from walking around for 7 hours. On the other side I'm also really awake and kind of loopy and jittery from like the 3 coffees I drank. And Vietnamese coffee is not weak, so if you had like 3 of those, they hit.
5 p.m.
Yes, you found it.
Sunset. Social Club Rooftop Bar. Take the elevator inside Hotel des Arts. Arrive by 5 to snag a good west-facing spot for sunset. Happy hour runs until 7 p.m. Cocktails around 200 kVND during HH. Pool, DJ, panoramic skyline views.
Hi.
If you brought swim shorts, the pool is open.
I don't know, I'm not like super keen on drinking alcohol now, but if you already go to a bar, then I feel like might as well. Got this view here. Okay, the social club gets a solid 4.5 out of 5. I think that is a really nice bar, especially now when it's like bright outside, there's a happy hour. It's just a really good vibe. And I'm very happy about this one. I think this is a really good pick, and I will definitely come back here some other time. But for now, I think, well, the next plan from Claude is at 8 p.m. because we're gonna skip dinner. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna head back to the hotel a little bit and rest because I'm actually pretty tired. I think we left at around 8 and now it's 5 p.m. So it's like a solid 9 hours? Damn. Well, yeah, time to go home and rest a little bit and then see how it goes. By then it hit 6 p.m. and I kind of forgot that I had Thai classes on that day, so I had to cut the video short here. So how was my AI planned day? How did I like it? To be honest, it's a mixed bag. The 8 a.m. fall was pretty brutal, and the entire day was so packed that by midday I was already honestly pretty exhausted. And it kept sending me to places that were already really full with tour groups, which is not really my travel style. On the bright spot, I think the cafes and the food places it picked were honestly really good, and also places that I would have probably not gone by myself. So it kind of like pushed me a little bit out of my comfort zone on that area. It also had this fixation of really wanting to feed me. So even though we had that 8 a.m. fall, we added a big lunch, then it wanted me to eat a Bánh Mì and then a big dinner, and I usually just don't eat that much. So the verdict, AI planned a perfectly fine day for tourists, and that's also the problem. It planned a day for a tourist and not for me. It doesn't know I hate crowds, it doesn't know when I'd like to eat, it doesn't know what I'm into. It optimized for a very generic tourist person, and that's exactly what I got. A generic day with good food sprinkled in. So, would I do it again? Actually, yes, but next time I would give it a lot more information about who I am and what I like. So I think also the results would be much more interesting and much more tailored to my personal preferences. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Do let me know what you think about it. If you'd like to see more content like this, let me know. And I hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.